All right. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for tuning in for episode 6, I believe, of the Chew. So, hopefully, you guys can bear with me. I'm a little nasally right now. Got a little bit of a head cold going on, but still should have a good show. Without further ado, bring on this beautiful bearded man, Gonzo or Gomez or whatever the heck you want to call him. Looks like a fucking bug or something. Not the good sunglasses for you.
Big money bets, pal.
Big money bets, yeah. All right. Whoa. Turn that off. Whatever. What are you doing? Starting this off, great. Wow. All right. Bardo, welcome. How are we doing tonight?
Pretty good. How are you?
Oh, we're doing. We're here. Having a good time. Watching Gomez braid his beard or
fondle his beard, yeah.
I'm watching the baseball game.
You gotta looks like you're gonna have a kink in your neck if you keep looking up like that all night.
Bro, you should see how my TV is. All right.
We'll fix it. So Clay should be joining us at some point. I don't know where he's at. Running a little bit behind schedule. Hopefully he pops on. So last week I had a lot of fun games, a lot of crazy games, a lot of good games. What's that look for? I said a lot of them. I wasn't specifically talking about the Dolphins.
I wasn't thinking about the Dolphins.
Congratulations. You guys got your first W of the year. It's a big win.
We got a W. Yep. They got a W. They're going to trade for A.J. Brown and end up getting out of Tyreek Hill's contract.
You think so?
Yep. Yeah, they don't have to next year.
None of his contract's guaranteed if he's not on the roster next season.
Ooh. I did not know that.
Yeah.
So, you think... Well, I mean, he might be on the PUP list. I don't think you can cut them while they're injured.
Sure you can. They do it all the time. They do it to players all the time.
Yeah, probably not with the big-ass contracts, though.
They probably got some.
I picture him having some sort of clause in there for that.
You figure, but just speculating, pal.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think of the Packers game? 40-40, first tie of the season. Before we get into the whole tie topic, which that's ridiculous, do the Packers have to worry? We have not looked great the last couple weeks. I think, 40 points to the Cowboys.
And they didn't even have their best wide receiver.
No.
The number one option.
We didn't play like a playoff team last week. I mean, our offense played decent. That was one bright spot. But I think it definitely exposed our defense and our secondary. If we can't pressure the quarterback, we're fucked.
I thought with Micah Parsons, you guys had the best defense out there.
Who said that?
I said one of them.
Quote me on it.
I think that was Clay. What the hell just happened there? We are having a night.
Technical difficulties.
I guess so. Jeez, criminally.
I'd like to point out
I should send you back to Omaha. You don't even live there. What's that?
I'd like to comment on Valentine. I felt like he got burned all night.
Yeah.
Every single bang. They just kept going right at him.
I'm pretty sure that was our entire secondary.
But kind of seen a fall on Nixon's play too, but I still think he played well though.
Hobbs didn't play well either.
But like we were saying, the past couple weeks, the first 4 weeks of the NFL, they're kind of just like up for grabs almost. And you have those like 3 or 4, teams that are like your clear-cut top teams. I just think that the Packers need to learn how to play on the road. And they have a well-needed bye week this week to figure their shit out. I think it's, going to help a lot. Hopefully, we can get some components of our offensive line, back to put together.
What do you think of Bakhtiari saying he'll come back and play?
Yeah, I know.
He's like, how old is he now? He couldn't
Too
stay
old.
healthy. He couldn't stay healthy when he was
Right.
all 6 years younger. But yeah, that's and again with the Packers. I mean, the play calling. I like LaFleur as a coach, but I do not like his offensive play calling. We weren't aggressive. We were happy to go. We were playing for the tie when we had the opportunity instead of playing to win and settling for a tie. The play calling was complete clock management and get into field goal range and be happy with that.
Sometimes I think that we're being coached by like a 5-year-old, to be honest. Well, not coach, but a play caller, like a 5-year-old. And there's been multiple games where we're up at half or whatever going into the third or fourth quarter. And you can just see we kind of just like let off the brakes. And it's like a different team in that second half. And it's kind of like annoying to watch where like you see like a Dan Campbell and they just like pedal to the metal all the time. They're going on fourth downs. They're winning the game. Dan Campbell would like if we had 1 second left, he had another time to run that play. Dan Campbell is running that play and he's going to win. He will take the accountability for the loss.
Exactly. I said that last week. Like we need to learn to go for the jugular and not just like us against the Browns, up by 10. And it was clock management. Run, screen. Run, screen.
Yeah.
Or run, screen, run. And then punt. It was just like, don't be happy with a 10-point lead. That's less than a minute comeback if they get hot,
The problem with that is Green Bay's fan base is ruthless. It's almost as bad as New York as far as what have you done for me lately? Have you won? How much did you win by?
I've been saying this about LaFleur's play calling for years, but
yeah, but it's still, yeah, he does let off the gas a little bit early, but even when Rodgers was there, he had to go on the freaking TV and tell everybody just relax,
Yeah.
Like Green Bay's fan base has always been.
Yeah, I'm not saying that we're not a playoff team or still not contenders. I'm saying we didn't play or look like a playoff team last week.
Yeah.
I'm not calling for anybody's heads. I've seen, a lot of people saying Jordan Love sucks and Jordan Love needs to go and this and that. It's like that game, they put up 40 points. It was not on Jordan Love.
Yeah, that's on your defense.
Yeah.
I mean, just as it's on the Cowboys defense, they didn't stop you. You didn't stop them.
I mean, I do think too that this game was a little different, with that like scenery and of Micah Parsons coming back and like, those other boys on the other side, they wanted, they enforced their will right away. That's why they kept with them. I think it was a little different. That's why I gave the, Cowboys a little bit of an edge. But, going forward, I think the Cowboys are a different team the rest of the year. I don't think they're, like contenders, like Super Bowl contenders, but I definitely think they're a playoff team for sure. Their O-line played amazing.
Well,
like amazing.
I can't think of a time in the past 10 years when the Cowboys haven't had a good offensive line.
Holy shit.
What? Is he actually here?
With a Bob.
Holy shit.
This is my IT guy.
That's your IT guy?
Yeah.
Tech support.
Well, so Bops, I'm glad you're here actually because we all need to, not all of us, but I'll eat some crow with talking shit about the Cowboys. Y'all played with us.
How does that feel?
Well, we didn't lose.
No, but you didn't win either.
Yeah, but you can tell the difference of the teams though because it feels like a win for the Cowboys, and it feels like a loss for us.
Well, the thing is, you guys thought you were
tie.
really going to go to Dallas and be like, oh, you guys screwed up. We got Parsons, like, suck it. And Cowboys were like, no, you're not going to run that Cinderella story time on us. So they were like, shut it down. And the Packers were like, oh, wait, Cowboys, we actually came to play? Oh, no, what are we going to do? They didn't practice all week for this. They didn't care. They were just like, oh, walk on, easy team, kick their ass. We were done. And then it came back to bite them. And that is.
Are you doing sign language there too?
Sport is if you underestimate your opponent, 1,000% it is going to bite you in the end.
Yeah, true. Mm-hmm. I will throw out there that we still have not lost in AT&T Stadium either. Just throwing it out there.
You can throw a lot of things out there, Ben, but every time you do, it's like the universe listens to it, comes back around, and goes, you know what, Ben? You got a little too cocky. Humble. Be careful what you speak, boy.
Cowboys, I ain't worried.
You can be not worried right now. It was one game that we play a year. You know, everybody looks forward to that match, so there won't be a rematch this time around. So now you guys have to sit there with this tie on your record for this entire season and then sit there and know that it came from the Cowboys, which you thought you were going to walk.
Hey, Bops.
It's still better than an L.
Bops, you know what'll be even funnier?
What?
When they lose to the 49ers in the playoffs.
Oh, my God. Like, please. Like,
were you guys watching all of the Packer fans' reactions on that? All of us had the same, like, oh.
Packers, man. Packers have the most ride or die fan club. Like, they are 1,000% a ride or die club, no matter what. But your biggest shit talkers in an NFL like conversation will be your Packer fans. They are by far the most obnoxious fans ever. And it's because they are so ride or die.
Because we can back it up.
Have you ever been to Philadelphia?
That's not what I mean. You're talking about a whole culture in Green Bay, whole culture that is centered around drinking, cheese, and football. And that is the Green Bay Packers summed up.
That is an American dream.
Winning or losing. But you know what? When they're on a high, everybody's like, yeah, Pac's going to win the Super Bowl again this year. And then it falls apart in the playoffs like every year. And guess what? What happens? You guys lose. And then come the excuses. Oh, Rodgers was hurt. He was, seeing the black hat man. Oh, yeah. So no.
Don't be talking about my boy Rodgers.
I don't care. I don't care. He showed up to Ireland drunk. That dude is washed up. He's trying to pull a Brett Favre, except for he got caught early. Anywho, I gotta go cut hair real quick.
All right, bye, Bops.
Talk shit though.
Oh, great! We'll be waiting.
McCarthy play call, get a 2-touchdown lead, and sit on it. Then lose momentum on offense. So when the other team takes the lead, the offense can get going again.
Amen.
They can't roll that wheel of cheese. Okay, they just could not do it because they didn't have Aaron Rodgers there just packing that cheese.
Go cut your hair.
More than just beer and cheese. You got to add sausage in there for people like Ben, too. Beer, cheese, and sausage.
Ben likes the sausage.
Ben loves the sausage.
Yeah, he does.
You guys are terrible.
Yeah. I hate that cutesy shit there, Bruno.
The problem I saw in the second quarter, got 2-touchdown lead, tried getting fancy with the flea flicker. It snowballed from there and lost the lead by half. Should have stuck with what worked. The flea flicker obviously didn't work, but I liked that play call. We tried something. It wasn't a handoff or a screen. I was happy with it.
Pal, I don't even want to hear it. That's all Miami does is that cutesy shit. Ooh, wide receiver screen. Ooh, tight end screen. Ooh, let's put a running back out there and do a screen. Ooh, screen.
When that shit works, it's almost the best shit you can do, though, because, you get rid of it really quickly. Usually have blockers for the guys immediately when they get the ball. If you're playing a team that's accessible to that, but good defenses that don't allow you that are playing up and press, and it's a different story. It doesn't work on them so easily. So you got to have other things you can do besides that. But offensively, I thought Green Bay's offense wasn't bad. I thought that wasn't a problem. He scored 40 points.
That's definitely not the problem.
No, the problem was that you saw at Green Bay was when you couldn't get home with the pass rush was how that, and this was my skepticism with the whole time is how the defensive backs and those corners would hold up.
I said that earlier.
You know, Nate Hobbs looked great, but when he got in the slot and tried covering guys in the slot, aka George Pickens, NFL young boy, man, he ran wild. Yeah. It was Hobbs didn't look good. Nixon, I've been impressed with Keyshawn Nixon this whole year. He's, you know, he tackles, he's always playing hard, he's breaking up pass coverages. He's solid. You can roll with him, but you can't play Nate Hobbs in the slot there against guys. I don't think he's a slot corner. He can play the run like a slot guy can, but couldn't cover a slot receiver. He might be able to stick with a bigger receiver who's not, you know, quick in and out of routes and fast, but Pickens was just too, you know, and they were playing soft coverage. You saw like in the red zone there, he's in the end zone. Pickens does a post route and he's still backpedaling as the ball's coming out. Like you got to be more reactive and be on point to get there. A lot of that shit on defense. You can blame the pass rush, but who knows how to game plan against Micah Parsons better than Dallas?
Well, not only that, Clayton, like I said it earlier before you got on, Dallas has always had a stout offensive line. For as long as I can remember, they've always had one of the best offensive lines. I don't care who you are, you're going to have trouble getting home on that O-line.
Mm-hmm. And they did. And the running lanes were there.
Yeah.
Offensively, Dallas looked impressive offensively. You know, you wonder if they get clicking and they get CeeDee Lamb back, how good could they be? I mean, Dak looked pretty good. I wouldn't say he looked great. There was a lot of balls that were kind of like Hail Marys that Pickens made some hell of catches on. But overall, Dak was pretty good. Dak was pretty darn good. He was tough. And like you said, with that offensive line, if you get there with the pass rush, you've got to hold up in coverage for more than 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Now you got to hold up a little longer so the pass rush can get there.
Well, not only that, Dallas really doesn't have to worry about they'll have to run the ball, but they ain't got to worry about having a big name running back, you know. They got George Pickens, they got CDs, nuts. And then they got Jake Ferguson. Right now, Jake Ferguson's the number 1 tight end in the NFL.
Yeah, I noticed he was available in a fantasy football league too.
Who dropped him?
Yeah.
I don't know. He was available. Guess we picked him up though.
I saw you picked him up.
No, I did.
Depending on which league, I think I dropped him week 1 on one of them. I had to pick somebody up.
Yeah,
so you're welcome.
Number 1 tight end.
What's that?
Said you had to pick somebody up because you had the number 1 tight end. You had to go.
Well, he had a bad week 1, or I didn't like something I saw. And
no, he's on the Cowboys, and you don't like the Cowboys.
I got Trey McBride in that league too that I dropped him in, so it makes it a little bit better.
Not much. Trey McBride's is full 10 points behind. Fucking.
I can't say it'd be much better because I mean he is the number 1 tight end.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I know what you're saying. I'm just giving. Good Lord.
Yeah,
10 points.
And you're blending in with that camo. I can't see you. You keep disappearing.
What? Can't see me. I'm in my living room today.
I thought you were at Lambeau.
I thought you were at Lambeau too.
Yeah, I thought you just drove down to Lambeau every day and
I
it
thought
just happened to
that's where
be
you
blue
were
skies
going.
and clouds every time.
You know?
I bet
But
you.
no, I'm usually in my kitchen.
You're
I got
Lambeau
the
in the backyard.
I'm just running off my computer right now. But so what's your guys' thoughts on ties? Should the NFL get rid of them?
Here's how you fix it. Yeah,
Play
each
till the end.
team. No.
Battle Royale.
Easiest, fastest way. You have each team put out their kicker, and he kicks field goals. Every 5 yards, they move back until somebody misses one.
That's stupid.
Easiest way
That's
to get rid of
stupid.
it.
I think that's stupid.
It'll take less time than playing out the full game. They don't play the full game because they
Yeah, but that's the point. You want to play out the full game. You want to play out to who wins. You ain't like Brandon Aubrey. We're easily losing that. He's insane.
Well, that's why he gets.
I'd rather just see him battle it out.
Here's what you do. one receiver, one corner, one lineman, and one rusher with a quarterback.
So switch to 8-man football.
No,
Six.
that's like 3-man football.
Here's why they don't do anything more than they do now. Back in the 71-72 season, the AFC divisional game between the Chiefs and the Dolphins set the record for the longest game in NFL history. It went 82 minutes.
82 minutes? The game?
82
like-
minutes.
An
That's
hour
like
and
hour
20
and
minutes.
20 minutes.
What?
That don't make sense.
That's a
Commercial
quick
break,
gas game.
halftime break,
Was that the
timeouts.
game? Are you saying that's a whole game time?
That's-
Or is that overtime? The overtimes. I can see
That's
like
probably playing time, like clock time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's clock time.
That
It's
would
not
have to be
whole
clock
game time.
Because games go over an hour right now.
Yeah.
yeah, they're an hour right now, so it'd be a 22-minute overtime is what they did.
I'll get you the full. Oh, it's 7 hours. Sorry, my bad. Lasted more than 7 hours.
That sounds like a long
Yeah.
82
Yeah.
minutes is like, man, they played a football game?
Yeah, bro.
What?
I read the wrong stat.
They got to do something to get rid of the freaking title.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't like it.
100%.
Anybody,
Battle to
in
the
the,
death.
anybody in the chat got any ideas on
Or they do what
what they can
college
do
does
besides
with
either
two-point
playing it out
conversions.
or kicking field goals or something?
Yeah, but you can, Bruno, you can call holding on every single play on almost every single fucking player. Like,
That's
it's
that's what I
part of
was
the game.
It's the
the
It's
difference
part of the
between,
game.
Packers probably
it's
had
the
just as
difference
many.
between this and this. As soon as they see
How-
this, then they call.
How, I mean,
And the
we could
difference
go.
I know what he's talking
this
about. I'm not going to
and
complain,
this.
but the couple that you would see if you broke down the film was like Parsons coming around the edge. You see the
Yeah.
lineman with his arm
Yeah.
wrapped across his chest, and Parsons like this. You see it a couple of times. I'm not going to complain about it because that happens on almost every play. There's holding
Yeah.
offense, whatever side team you're on. You know, there's holding on you, and it happens. The ones I don't like is when you get the ones where it's a grounding call. It's clear as day, and they don't call that. Like that's got to be called. Holdings, if it's blatant, call it. But let the guys play to an extent because if you let them both play, it goes both ways. Regulate it a little bit, but let them play. But when you get like a quarterback who throws it 10 yards short and there's nobody near the freaking even close to the ball, and he's still in the pocket, they don't call anything on a critical play in the game. That makes a difference.
Yeah.
Did y'all see Joe Flacco's throwaway that right to the Lions? He went to throw
Oh
it,
yes. In the,
he went to throw it
yep.
away out of bounds, and it
Yeah,
was just
and
like
he
20
like
yards
tapped
short
it.
from going out of bounds. Like it would have been called intentional grounding if he didn't catch it because there's nobody there.
Ah,
That's
minor.
Maximus.
Minor.
Max.
I mean, and
He's a good
back
boy.
to Bruno's point, if you really want to break down film, you could sit there and break down the Eagles film, and almost every single push, that entire offensive line's moving before they snap the ball.
Eric
That's
breaks
why
down
I
all
don't
the
like
push
to play.
videos.
It's so hard to officiate and regulate, and it's unfair to the defense, in my opinion. Just how they can do it. You can't stack on the center on a defense. So why can they stack everybody right behind the center and push that spot? You can't put people there to stop it, but they can put all their guys right there and push them. And when you stop a guy on defense and drive him backwards, you don't gain those yards back. He gets forward momentum. But if you stop him, all of a sudden 4 linemen hit him, he gains another 3 yards. They get those 3 yards. Granted, you had him stopped. That's how I look at it. I don't like it. And then almost every time I see it, it's been offsides.
Every single time.
You cannot stop play. It's unfair.
Yeah, it's the NFL wanting them big plays for stats and
Look,
numbers.
Devil's advocate. Then why don't more teams run it, and why aren't other teams as successful? If
I
it's
can suck at
unstoppable.
running it because it's probably not a super easy play to run. But when run right and how the Eagles run it, it's a clear unfair advantage to the offense.
Have you seen the videos of Jalen Hurts like doing the squat rack and whatnot?
Dude's just jacked. He's ripped.
Yeah.
And then you get him a big tight end behind it plus their centers. Yep.
Yeah, I fully believe that there's false
They
starts.
brought up the tush push too with that false start call with the football movement by the center. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the tush push.
I'm
Nope.
not either. It's just
I think it was creative by the Eagles to bring it in, but once you actually sit there and break it down, like, no, that's got to go.
if the defense could stack guys up on the center, let's see if that play would be as successful.
I think they need to, instead of banning that play in particular, because they're going to figure out a different variant of it or something. It's hard to ban any single play. I think they need to ban the assisting forward.
Yeah, you shouldn't have guys shoving them forward.
If you can't assist on defense, you shouldn't be able to assist on offense.
Yeah, you can't pick a guy up who's got the football and carry him 100 yards down.
Yeah, I think they should get rid of that altogether.
That's how I look at it.
If defense has them stopped, and then, like you said, score momentum, and then all of a sudden linemen hit and push them another 5 yards, that's, I don't know. But, all right, we got to move on a little bit. What do you guys think of the Chiefs-Ravens game? Are the Ravens, is it time for them to panic at all?
Burn it down. Fire everybody. No, it's week 4, pal.
Yeah,
Wait
but
for Lamar to come back in 4 weeks.
Yeah, but statistically, I think there's only been a couple playoff teams that start off 1-3 and make the playoffs.
That's probably the Ravens, too, are the ones who've done it. They seem to start slow for some reason, I have my opinion.
It's all part of the script, pal.
I think the Ravens are in a little bit of a panic mode and rightfully should be, but at the same time, there's how many years where they kind of start out slow, but at the end of the year, they're one team that comes together and they'll be playing good football. But they also played the Chiefs. Chiefs look pretty good.
Yeah, they've had a real tough schedule. I mean, who have they all played? The Chiefs, the Bills, the Lions, and then the Browns. So I mean, that's a tough schedule.
3 of the final 4 teams from last year in the playoffs.
Yeah. So I don't think they need to be in full panic mode, but they need to be worried. I mean, mainly because Henry hasn't been doing much the last couple weeks.
And I don't know if you guys noticed this either, but I noticed it when he was in his Tennessee years, is when like the Titans would be down by points, or like even with the Ravens, when they're down by a significant amount of points, or you can just see that his touches decrease. They decrease.
Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. He disappeared.
Bro, he touched the ball 8 times. I don't want to hear it. He was my number 1 pick, bro. Like,
well, that's on you for picking him number.
Yeah,
that sucks. Who would ever draft a 31-year-old running back or 30-year-old running back?
This guy.
With the number 1 pick.
I have faith.
With the number 1 pick, you took Derrick Henry.
I don't think it was the number 1 pick. It was
okay.
I thought
pick. I thought he had like the round 1 number.
It's still, in my opinion, pretty high to take Derrick Henry first round.
I got faith in him if they would just give him the damn ball.
As long as he don't fumble it, they give it to him. He just got to stop fumbling it.
Right.
You give it, he taketh away.
One bad game.
I would like 3 of them, but
I got him to just point something out from last week. The Chiefs did not score as much as the Lions. They did not, but they still won.
Man, how did they do that? How could they score not as many as the Lions but still win?
I thought it was, they surprised me. Because, I mean, the Lions put up 38, so I figured the Chiefs wouldn't be able to put up 38. But they did. Well, they put up 37, but they still got the win.
Not enough to beat the Lions, though, even though they won.
Got to beat the Lions, pal.
Yeah.
It's not a win if you don't beat the Lions.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if your opponent, who they are. You got to beat the Lions.
Speaking of Lions, they put an ass whooping to the Browns. So do we think week 1 against the Packers was more of a fluke week now? Or do we think the Lions offense is just that good that the Packers, who could not move the ball to save their life, against the Browns. Sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained. Lions put up 34 on them. They did stop Montgomery. Gibbs had a fairly decent game, but I mean, Lions dominated that game.
Well, that game was played in Detroit, correct?
I believe so.
Yeah.
That makes a huge difference right there.
And I'd like to point out too, Joe Flacco played like shit.
Well, you look at that game though. In that game, I watched a good chunk of that. It was a close game. Actually, it was a better game than you would think until that kick return happened, and it turned it from a one-score game or a 10-point game to a 17-point game, and that totally changed how the Browns had to go on offense. Now they're dropping back and having to sling it with Flacco. That's not how they're going to win.
Yes.
10-point game, they can run the ball. They can pound the ball. They can play small ball.
Real quick, Gomez, what happened in the game?
The series is tied up. Boston won, Yankees won. Yankees just beat Boston 4-3.
Yeah, they hit a 2-run homer in the first inning. I saw that. I'm gonna be disappointed. I'm gonna be very disappointed if Aaron Judge gets MVP though.
Yeah, Cal Riley.
Yeah, for sure. Clear cut.
Yeah, got to show the catchers some love, man.
He did,
and he did it on defense too.
I don't think he had one passed ball this season behind the plate. Think about that. He caught almost every single game. Not one ball got past him.
I know. I think Benny B's the only catcher I've seen do that.
What? You mean quadruple B?
Balls go past in one inning?
Huh? What'd you say?
Multiple over.
His ass is gonna talk like that. Where are we at? Eagles over the Bucks. That was another good game. Came down to the final drive again. Baker couldn't get it done this week, but the Eagles have the better team. They should have probably won it, but it was a good game. I don't think anything less of the Bucks.
Yeah, they still were able to utilize Mbuka a little bit, so I was pleased with that. You know, they got Chris Godwin back. Once they get Mike Evans back, it's going to be a dangerous team having them three on the field.
Yeah,
I think Chris Godwin only had 2 or 3 receptions that game too, so it's not like he took a whole lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's his first week back.
I think he only came back this week out of necessity type thing.
Right. I don't think he's fully healthy. I mean, that's at least what it looked like to me.
Or he might have lost a step too.
Right.
But and then Giants beat the Chargers. That one kind of shocked me. Malik Neighborless as well for the most part after he tore his ACL.
Malik ACL.
Yeah,
that's sad to see. They really got to change that turf out there at MetLife. Every year it's costing somebody some sort of.
They need to get rid of turf in general.
100%.
Which I did see some comment. It was just like a random comment on some video I watched. Somebody said that in, I believe, the 90s, there was a huge push to get rid of grass because of a lot of ACL injuries. So it's, I mean, at that time they thought it was the grass causing the ACL. Now they think it's the turf. And I don't know the truth of that. I just saw that comment, and I was curious if you guys knew anything about that.
I could see turf being worse because it's so much harder, even with the rubberized. Yeah. It's so much harder underneath when you hit.
And there's cement under there.
Yeah, it's concrete. Yeah,
exactly. So even when you get a good soft turf, grass is still just that much softer. And it is, you know, New York, they would have a lot to be able to change that to grass and actually be able to use it in wintertime and stuff as grass. It'd take quite a bit, but it can be done. They need to do it, but
so it would be easier to do it in New York because the stadium's like purely privately funded.
Yeah, but you got to understand with that grass and that turf, you have to heat that field from underneath, and you got to do it right. Green Bay is a special field. They're like one of 10 in the world of how Green Bay's turf is. It's actually it's like a grass mixed with like a twine that's woven in and grown with the twine. There's a few European soccer fields that do this and it allows for it to grow, but you can't touch that field other than like game day or they're prepping it. It's unique, the field and their whole heating system underneath it, how they do it, because you can't have a frozen field is worse than anything. You go out there, you have grass frozen field, or you overheat it and you get a mushy ass field. That's the trade-off. You're either going to get one or the other if you don't do it right.
See, and to me, here's because I just quickly looked it up. Here's the big thing: 93% of NFL players view artificial turf as detrimental to their careers. You got 93% of the league wanting grass.
Yeah.
Apparently, a recent study showed that there's an increase of 16% of injuries on synthetic turf compared to natural grass. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I'd personally, I'd go with grass, but Miami grows their own grass. They own their own.
Well, it's easy when you're fucking, warm all
Your
year.
winters are 70 degrees.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm just saying it's doable.
Speaking of Miami, we mentioned it earlier. Congrats, Finns. Finally got a W in the column. They're probably one and only this year.
You know.
We'll give them another.
Well, Reek actually was looking pretty decent before he forgot his leg on the field.
I'll be back in a second, boys.
Forgot his leg on the field?
Yeah.
He did not forget his leg on the field. I know right where his leg was.
Yeah, the wrong direction, though.
Yeah, that was brutal, man.
Put his left leg on his right foot. Shit. That was a nasty injury. I will say in our group chat, all y'all thought he broke it. I called it was dislocated.
I don't remember saying it was broken. I just remember he was fucked up.
I just thought it'd be season ending or career ending.
Yeah, which it very well could be for him. He's what, 32 now?
I think he'll be 32. I think he's 31 right now.
Yes, it's something like that. And I mean, with his style of play, as explosive as he is and quick, if he loses that step, I mean, he's still good. I mean, he's still a hell of a route runner, got some great hands, but he was already losing a step. And even with that one step that he lost, you saw the dip in his productivity. I mean,
is that him or is that play calling / Tua?
Probably a little bit of
Because,
both. But he's not getting the separation he once got.
Well, yeah. What was that stat line where he hasn't caught he hasn't had a reception over
30 yards.
20 yards in how long?
Over a year now. Yeah.
Well, he got it now, but I don't think it's so much. It's probably a combination of between him, Tua, and everybody knowing how to play that offense now.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they virtually do the same thing. Like, no hate, but I think Mike McDaniel's a little bit autistic, and he just doesn't have the ability to change the game plan on the fly. He just keeps trying to force the same shit. Like, it ain't working, pal.
Yeah, I think a lot of the problem also is Tua, along with the play calling, but you can't play call anything downfield, and
anything over 15, 20 yards, you're going to have trouble with him.
Yeah, and I mean, Tua's he's taken major steps back. I mean, when they first got Reek, he was putting up big numbers. I didn't think he was much better of a quarterback, but I think Reek was a step faster, and he could get that initial separation immediately, where if Tua's throw was off the mark by a little bit, he could still adjust. And also he could launch it, do like a Hail Mary 25, 30 yards downfield, and Reek could already have that separation, Yeah, where he's lost a step and he's not quite as productive as he once was. So I think this is going to be, whether he comes back or not, it's going to be essentially career ending.
Okay.
I don't know. I think because McDaniels likes to try muddy or getting in the middle of the field, having all these weird crossing routes, all this weird motion, all this weird shit. He tries all that
have to when you
cutesy.
can only run short routes. You have to mix in a bunch of weird
Right.
stuff.
Yeah, you got the quickest guys in the NFL on your team. I mean, why wouldn't you utilize them how they should be utilized?
But they're not
How-
because Tua can't throw the ball deep.
yeah.
What are we watching here? Home Makeover? Extreme Home Makeover? Bardo edition?
The Bardo Bros.
I just found this painting on the ground. I bought it for $1.875 million, and it's not here.
Oh,
Yeah.
fancy.
Like a Hunter
But yeah-
Biden painting?
He actually painted it while he was smoking crack.
Oh,
at the White House.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
at the White House.
Allegedly.
In the basement.
Allegedly.
In the basement.
Allegedly.
allegedly.
In the tunnels.
He has a video of himself. Painting. They're all in the emails. They're all in the emails.
Yeah. Oh, where the fuck did they go?
He had to help Becky with something. But back
Yeah.
on the subject, like if you have the fastest guys in the NFL, you should be able to throw a deep bomb. Tua
Should
can't throw the deep bomb. So they're not utilizing the assets they have around Tua properly. And teams are now seeing, all right, all we got to do is muddy up the middle of the field,
yeah.
make it so Tua can't make his first read. I don't care what wide receiver you put in that. If your quarterback's not getting it to his first read like he wants to, like he's supposed to, your production's going to drop.
I think Miami really screwed themselves because they got the offense. They have the talent. Achan's awesome. I mean, they had Reek. I mean, especially now signing Waller. Very fast tight end. It seems to be still got it. Waddle, lightning fast.
Yeah.
Their offensive line isn't terrible, but
It's horrible.
when they locked in Tua, that, like you said, he's not the quarterback. Even if you believe he's a decent quarterback, he's not the type of quarterback that type of offense needs.
Not
They
at
need
all.
a strong arm mobile quarterback is what they need to.
Mhm.
I mean, to have your short crossing routes, but have your Reek or Waddle downfield almost every play as an option. And if it breaks down, have somebody that's mobile enough to be able to get out and make something happen. Or if they go man to man and have their backs turned, have somebody that can run around.
Well, and see, that's another thing because they got Malik Washington who's speedy. He's quick, so you could easily have Washington and Waddle on in routes across the middle of the field there. Well, Reek goes deep, or you can have Waddle go deep.
Yeah.
And Achan is lethal in open field, pal. He is just deadly.
He's good.
But it's just a matter of Tua being able to get the people the ball, and he can't. Is what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about left-handed quarterbacks as well.
That's what I was gonna bring up. Like,
I mean,
historically,
Michael Vick.
and Steve Young. That's it.
Yeah.
There's only been two
Mark Brunell
lefty
wasn't bad.
QBs who have won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And Alabama quarterbacks.
What's that?
And the Alabama quarterbacks.
What about him? There's not good.
Name a good one. Yeah, name a good one.
Mac Jones.
I wouldn't call him good. He made
He's not
his Pro
not
Bowl
terrible.
for his rookie year.
Yeah. I don't even know any other Alabama
Well,
quarterback.
hey, Jalen Milroe's in the working, pal. He's in the working. That's in Seattle behind Darnold. You know how that shape shifted for McCarthy.
Yeah. Yeah. Is he back this week, JJ?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
I didn't think so either, but I couldn't remember. So, Real quick, we're going to jump on to the next subject, but we kind of need Clay for that, for Clay's keys to victories. So the Colts finally dropping one for the Rams. Rams are looking pretty damn good.
Bruno, I wanted Miami to pick up Aaron Rodgers. I did. When they played in Miami last time, he said he'd really like to play there, and I was really optimistic. Thought that Rodgers would end up there, but
me and Gomez have had that conversation multiple times. Rodgers, not so much nowadays because he's not that mobile, but he can take shots and he's smart. But yeah, Rodgers initially when he left the Packers, me and Gomez had that conversation. Miami would have been scary.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I believe Rodgers can turn any offense into a dynamic, scary offense, but obviously he's not really doing that this year. My predictions are wrong. He's going to have a strong second half, though. He's still going to put up the numbers. He's going to average like 5 touchdowns a game second half.
I think even now Rodgers would be able to just light up the world on that offense, on that Miami offense. Yeah.
Well, you think about it too.
Anybody
how he throws the ball, how quick he gets the ball out. Historically one of the best. His arm slot, the way he, it's kind of like that gambit they call it. He just flings it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'd be scary in that offense. Makes me sad he's not. Maybe in an alternative universe.
What do we think about Rodgers or the Steelers last week? Y'all said the Vikings defense was going to out-D the Steelers. I was the only person that said, nope, Steelers got this. Steelers got this. And they son.
Yeah.
I mean, it was close there. It was.
Yeah, the defense has. That backup running back looked pretty fucking good. I forgot which one it was. So I gotta blow my nose.
Yeah, Gainwell went for like 120 yards and 2 touchdowns, I think it was.
Yeah. And
nobody really expected that.
They started utilizing Mount Washington. It's just you play in them overseas games, and it's difficult because that game aired at like 9 a.m. here, but it was like 2:30 there.
Yeah.
A lot of teams
was
don't
in
show
Ireland,
up.
right?
Yeah, the first game in Ireland. A lot of teams don't show up right away, so they don't really get acclimated to the time change and all that nonsense that comes with it.
Yeah. I'm not big on the overseas games, but I mean, I get why they're doing it. I can't blame them. It's only going to get more and more every year. But
Goodell wants 16 games overseas with each team playing one.
I
don't
like them.
I mean, there's pros and cons to it, but
cons, you're waiting for injury designation, and all of a sudden you go to check your fantasy team, and it's in the third quarter. That's 9:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had my damn coffee yet. Come on.
It's the way the NFL is going. It's inevitable. Yeah. They want an expansion division over there. Like it's happening. So we just got to get used to it. You guys got
drafted and had to go live overseas. Had to go play overseas. I mean, if you're going to pay me $10 million, okay, but
I don't think I would mind it whatsoever.
It depends upon
depending on where I was. You put me in a place like Okinawa, that'd be sick. In Japan?
Yeah, you put me in London, no, I'm out.
Oh no, anywhere in the UK? No.
Saudi.
That would be cool.
Dubai.
It doesn't feel right at home.
Dubai, yeah, that'd be sick. None of the NFL players could go out and party.
Yeah. Please throwing off all the.
Well, let's just get into it, and then he can click run.
Yeah, we'll get into some of the matchups here. What teams do you guys have? I didn't write down your guys' teams. I was running a little bit behind.
I got the Commanders and Rams.
Commanders and Rams. All right,
Oh, he's back.
There he is. All right, why don't you? I gotta run and fill up my water real quick. Gomez and Luke, whatever teams you guys are head to head against.
I got
We're-
Tampa and Seattle.
We're on to your segment. We blabbered. Trying
Sorry,
to.
my nephew was getting his hair cut and had to leave, so I had to go say goodbye.
You're good.
Well,
So,
Bruno.
what teams are we talking about? 'Cause I don't. Let's see. Seattle, and who are they playing? Tampa. Who's going to win there?
I got Seattle winning 30-24. Darnold's going to put up 250 plus with 2 TDs. Walker's going to put up 100 yards. They're just going to shred Tampa's banged up defense. They don't have Mike Evans, They got a limp mode Godwin and Mbuka. It's Bucky. Is he going to play? Is he not going to play? And then you got to deal with the 12th man
Yeah, they're out.
that Seattle brings.
They're across the country playing.
Yeah.
It's going to be a rough week, I think.
you also got to look at Jackson Smith. Najigba, he's been, in my opinion, he's top 5, if not one of the top wide receivers in the league right now, or he's going to be at least. He's been playing real well.
He's
He'll probably have 90 to 100 yards with one of Darnold's TDs that he's going to throw.
It all depends how you base stuff. I look at it, Luke. You say like top 5. So like when Ben says top 5, he talks like he's a fantasy football top 5. When I talk top 5 receiver, I don't just look top 5. They might not even be top 5 at catching. I fully agree. Jackson Smith and Jigba is a damn good receiver. He's only getting better. Top 5. I mean, there's a lot of really good receivers in the NFL, but he is right up there. I think you're correct on that.
Absolutely.
But yeah, he's not a top 5 fantasy wise, but just because he's not a top 5 or a top 10 fantasy at the moment doesn't mean he's not.
Right. He's consistent though. That's what I've noticed. He's been consistent.
Yeah.
They still got Cooper Kupp out there too, who's he's not what he used to be, but he's he's still a good receiver. He knows how to run routes, crisp, clean. He's quick enough in and out of them because he's such a good route runner. Got good hands. He's still a good target out there. I think Seattle's tough. They're going to be a tough team. Only getting better with Darnold.
Are we talking Buck Seattle?
Yeah.
All right. My big takes on that one is Seattle hasn't played a top tier quarterback right now. Their defense has been putting up good numbers, but they haven't really played anybody or a great offense. So I mean that's going to be a huge challenge for the Bucks. They're missing some people, but they can put up some numbers. I don't know if you guys already brought that up or anything, but the Bucks just been rolling. I mean, they lost last week, but they've been
Against
rolling.
the defending Super Bowl champs.
Yeah.
On a bonehead play because of Mayfield. First down, and he throws that pick. That was a bad play.
I mean, that's
what Baker gonna Baker.
How many mistakes have you seen Baker make this year like that?
Not a lot.
Exactly.
I like Baker. I think he's a damn good quarterback.
He is.
There's a couple that I put as top tier. I don't know if I qualify him as that top tier, but he's up there as a better quarterback in the league.
That's why I said top tier, not elite.
He's. Hey, I ain't arguing. He's good.
Elite.
I think he's fringe on that level, but
he's good. I ain't gonna argue. Baker gonna put up some numbers this weekend too, but it ain't gonna be enough to beat out the Seahawks. Baker
gives you that kind of like Jordan Love feel sometimes of he's really good. He's really good. Oh, that was a really dumb play.
Yeah.
That was a really dumb play, but that'll give you some spectacular plays.
Definitely gives me a more talented Jordan Love vibe. I like Love. But he's got a ways to go yet.
Yeah. I remember when there wasn't a Green Bay fan happy that Green Bay drafted him.
There's a couple. I didn't mind
Every
the pick.
single one.
I didn't
Every
mind
single
the pick.
one.
Well, that's
Yeah,
because at the
I don't
time
mind-
they had a first-round pick and they used it on a quarterback when
Yeah,
there were obvious other glaring
Hall of
needs
Fame
that would have helped to maybe win a Super Bowl that year. Whether it would have or not, that's what people were looking at.
Yeah, I didn't love the pick like that. We picked them, but I didn't mind it. You know, I'd have rather us get other positions of need, but could have been worse.
I'm pretty sure I said like, "What the fuck?" when I seen that. That's just like what?
My
You know?
initial, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I looked into Love and said, oh, all right, I'll roll with it. I'll fucks with it.
And saw the scouting
But I mean-
report and said he's good.
All right, what's our next game? Oh, Craymanelli.
Oh gosh.
That's back.
She wanted to join in on the fun.
You
You might get
got
hurt.
boost that chair up a little higher.
Boys.
Yep, I had to chair higher. All right, I'm back.
All right. So, Clay, what we got for the next game?
Well, Ben, there was a list I had sent to you, and I don't remember. offhand.
Well,
I
Commanders
wrote down
Chargers.
everything.
Commanders Chargers play.
That's
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Chargers are going to bounce back and whoop some butt, man. I mean, the Commanders have given up 300 yards and over 2 pass touchdowns, or at least 2 pass touchdowns their last 3 games. I mean, Herbert's going to roll them.
No.
And Hampton's gonna have an okay game, but I like the Chargers defense better than the Commanders as well. Commanders just haven't been playing great. Chargers are the better team, hands down. They're gonna whoop some ass. Herbert is going to torch them.
I don't think they're as much of a better team if they are fully healthy. The Commanders are not fully healthy. If they can get Jaden Daniels back, they got a number 1 wide receiver 2, injured still, and Terry McLaurin hasn't really put up that many numbers, but he's still there. He was deadly last year with Daniels. But the key to success for the Redskins or the Commanders is they need a running game. You've seen these young running backs. They look pretty decent, earlier in the season. So I think that's their key to success this week. They need an elite running game.
Yeah,
So,
they can run the game ball they want. Herbert's going to be passing it all over them. They're going to put up. They're going to put up 40 points.
If you looked at their defensive stats from the weeks prior, their defense has improved, as they've gone through the season too. You're going into week 5.
They just gave up 300 passing yards and 3 touchdowns to Geno Smith. Sounds real improved.
But they are getting Jaden Daniels back this week. That's
going to help their defense a lot.
It's going to help. Their offense has been pretty good. Commanders are going to beat the Chargers. Say
No.
that now.
Chargers dropped 30 on them.
All right,
Oh,
I'll
they're
take it.
dropping last week.
Debo did not practice. Laramie Tunsil did not practice.
He's a tackle.
I'm just off their offense. Debo didn't practice. Tunsil didn't practice. McLaurin didn't practice. Zach Ertz didn't practice. Noah Brown didn't practice. That's just their offense.
And even
Half of
getting,
those people will play.
even getting Daniels back, he hasn't been great this year.
Either the
He's played
Chargers.
some good
They
defenses.
just lost to the Giants.
But
They almost
okay, you
lost
have
to the Broncos a week
Packers
before.
just tied with the Cowboys. It happens. You have a bad week.
Do you think the Giants' defense and the Commanders' defense are equivalent? Do you
I think the Giants have the better defensive line, for sure.
anything else?
I'm not overly familiar with the Giants, to be honest, but it
Giants have a good
was a
pass.
bad week. It was a bad week, and Herbert still didn't have a bad game. It's Commanders might have the better defense overall, but it's they've given up a shit ton in passing yards. No quarterback has had a bad game against them. Minus week one when they played. I forgot who they played, but it was.
Didn't they win by like 20 or 30 almost? Like not last week, the week before. Pretty sure they had a big game where the other team just all they could do was throw the football because they're down. So yeah, passing yards are going to be up. Who cares if they give up yards?
Yeah, that was the Saints, I believe.
Saints put up yards and played pretty tough.
Well, not to mention, you're going to have to talk about their defense, too. The Chargers have a stronger ranking defense than what the Commanders do, too.
And then you got to take into account that the Commanders have the oldest defense in the NFL. Like them old boys, yeah, they know what they're doing, but they ain't going to last a full game. You're going to have to be swapping people in and out.
If coaches didn't think their players could last the full game, then they wouldn't be starting.
Yeah.
There's a conditioning coach
for a lot of odds to think about when you're talking a player that's going to be playing a game. They can start just about anyone, and if they overexert first, they get a minor injury, they're not properly hydrated, their stamina is going to go significantly down.
But that's not going to affect them that much early in this season. Where that comes more into play is your week 15, 16, 17. That's where the age really starts affecting.
You have a 35-year-old linebacker out there. Like, come on.
Yeah, and they're still playing good.
Anything can happen in a game. That 35-year-old linebacker, whatever, say the night before, they didn't get enough sleep. They didn't hydrate enough. They didn't pass their hydration test prior. They go out there, they start cramping. What's their stamina going to be? There's so many unfixed variables.
That could go with anybody, though.
That could be a 19-year-old rookie.
But when you're looking at the health of the Commanders versus the Chargers, the Commanders have a better health plan than what Chargers do, to be honest, when you're talking about your coaching staff. And then
he just listed off like 20 people that were injured just on their offense. Commanders, you can't say they have a better health than the Chargers right now.
I don't think she said they were better.
No.
She didn't mean they were better health. She means their health, their training staff is better. They got a better
total defense.
Whether it's show or not, I don't know.
Total defense, the Chargers have the number 3 defense in the NFL right now. The Commanders have the 24th. You're pretty much going up against the best defense and one of the worst defenses.
But the Chargers they're so old on defense. How are they ranked? Like, what'd you say? 3?
The Commanders.
The Commanders
are old, not the Chargers.
Oh, I thought you said the Chargers earlier.
No, the Commanders. The Commanders, and their defense is definitely showing their age this year.
Yeah, the Chargers, I think, have a good defense. That's their strength of their team. But you got the number 3 defense in football. You got Justin Herbert at quarterback. You lose to the Giants, you almost lose to the Broncos.
And Herbert has thrown quite a few interceptions recently too. So
to me, there's worry there. Why are we not? Part of it is, I mean, you're not getting your best player involved in offense. They're not using the lad. Why are they not getting that guy the ball? What, he had 2 targets last week for like 8 yards? He's probably your best player on offense. And you're not winning. You're not scoring.
Well, I will say for last week, he had did they play the Broncos last week?
They played the Giants and the Broncos the week before.
Yeah.
Like 7 targets or 8 targets.
Yeah.
All right. So what was the next game?
I just added up.
We got the Browns versus the Vikings.
Oh God.
We could get into that one, or Gomez. And my throat needs a little bit of a break. Pause.
I heard you were the throat goat, so Ben.
Yeah, I saw you disappear for a little bit. Where'd you go?
Yeah, that was
to get
quick.
water. Is out the fucking cold. My throat feels like I have some fucking razor blades in
cheese
it.
and sausage, hey?
Yeah. You have a what or a who in your throat?
Feels like I have razor blades in my throat.
Oh, that's the new COVID.
Oh, great! I need another booster. Got to catch up to Gomez.
I've never been.
I got 0.
Razor.
0, sir.
But all right, Gomez and Luke. I know you guys had a couple. You guys had a
49ers Rams.
Yeah, why don't we get into that one?
All right.
All right, who's going to win that game? What you guys think?
Obviously, the Rams are going to keep, they, in my opinion, I had made a statement in the beginning of the season saying Matthew Stafford for MVP. And I believe he's playing at that level. I believe the weapons around him, you have a solid back in Kyron Williams. You have 2 stud wide receivers, possibly, and when I say top 5, I mean he's an actual top 5 wide receiver in Puka Nacua. Defense is, pretty good, but I think their offense is just too overpowering for 49ers, and they got Mac Jones starting again. 49ers are hurt. I just don't see 49ers putting up more points than the Rams.
No, and the Rams are favored right now, 5.5 in Vegas on a 250 money line. So,
Eric, do you think the Niners are going to win? Hey,
Say what?
Lady.
Say what? That wasn't my team, pal.
well, I do think the Rams will win, but I don't think that's going to be a blowout. I think that's going to be a close game. That's a divisional game right there. That's going to be a tough battle every time those two teams face. It's I do think the Rams will win, but
it is an 11-2, so I mean it isn't fun.
What?
couldn't hear you. You broke up there, Loopy.
It's they're playing at the Rams. 49ers playing in LA.
Yeah, the Rams are a better team right now. Probably the better
For sure.
team overall, regardless of injuries.
They've had a harder schedule.
And Stafford, to me, in that game is the X factor of if he's got the ball and they've got to go for a game-winning drive, he's as good as they come. So I don't think they're gonna beat him. You got Stafford throwing the ball. If you give him time, he's gonna beat you, especially with the weapons, like you said. Puka's awesome.
I think it's just like saying that name.
Puka Nacua.
Yeah.
He's pretty solid too.
All right. So how about those Vikings?
I can see Becky's rage every time you say Puka Nacua. She hates that.
What is it? Vikings versus Browns? What?
Yeah, Vikings, Browns.
All
I'm gonna
right.
take Cleveland in this game.
I got Cleveland 3rd week in a row. I'm gonna have to.
You'll get right. You'll get it right eventually, right?
I was right 1 week, and then I was wrong last week.
Another week, you're bound to be right once.
Hey, the Vikings
I'm
got
50%
spirit this year. Okay.
Yeah, okay. The Browns they're gonna steam them. They're gonna give them the Cleveland steamer all over that field, and they're gonna shut them down. Just like I said against the Packers and the Lions, even though I was a little bit wrong about the Lions. Vikings offense, Lions offense are not equal. We're not getting into that again. But yeah, the Lions were able to put up some points and figure something out. I don't think the Vikings are going to be able to. Wentz might be able to pull out a little bit of magic, but overall, he's going to feel like I say every week, he's going to feel like he's going to make plays and he's going to make mistakes. Their running game's not near what the Packers is or what the Lions was. So they're going to shut them right the hell down.
We got the Vikings at a 2-2, and we got Cleveland Browns at a 1-3. So they're ranking that the Vikings defense is going to be more solid over the Browns at this time.
Who's ranking that?
Yeah, that's
Sam.
And I'd just like to say they're playing in Cleveland as well.
Which I can see the Browns have been a little all over the place this entire year since the draft until
They've
now.
been all over the place for the past 15
They're trying to figure it out.
That's just Cleveland football. They've been trying to figure out since they started that franchise.
Yeah.
But they got a better defense also.
But their defensive line is ridiculous. Plus, they have damn good linebackers, and their secondary is pretty damn good too.
So a lot of the problem is they might not be ranked as high because the Lions kind of ran through them. The 40 Ravens game, the Ravens put up a lot of points on them, but again, Henry only had 25 yards, I think.
The Browns have been having trouble trying to score, so we'll see. I think that one's going to be a difficult game to watch. Either it's going to be pretty even-keeled, or it's going to be one's going to run away from the other.
I think it's going to be a mess of a game. That's overseas too, isn't it?
Yeah, that's another one overseas.
That's going to be
Yep.
nuts of a game with
2
a lot
weeks
of
in a row.
turnovers, I think, and a lot of sacks.
It is overseas.
And you
The
can see
Vikings are
Wentz
going to end up
getting-
winning that.
I could see Wentz getting hurt.
No, Vikings are going to win that one. Hands
Who's
down.
their
third
backup?
string quarterback?
Who's
What? Not Dobbs.
Kevin O'Connell.
Is it Desmond Ritter?
They be
No,
calling Benny
it
B back.
is
Bring in Kevin.
Max Brosmer
No idea.
and
who that is.
Desmond Ritter.
Yeah.
Maybe
All right,
they'll call
so
up one of those
Vikings
cheerleaders.
taking it 23-17. Call that one.
No,
Cleveland 17.
Browns.
14.
Yeah, you think so?
Cleveland.
Browns
Clay.
13-3.
13-3.
Yep.
Should we write these down and see who's the closest?
I'll go back. I still got to go back and calculate who's all right on all the stuff. I haven't had time. But
It's going to be a blowout.
Browns are also starting that Dylan Gabriel this week.
Yeah.
Go
He ain't
Mets.
gonna do nothing
Who's
shit.
getting blown out?
Well, Ben's doing the blowing.
Oh, I thought he was getting blown out.
Come on.
had to. My apologies to the YouTube community.
Clay took my score, and then Luke took my second score. So I'm gonna say Browns. They're gonna have a spark this week with the new quarterback, 21-10.
That's a spark. Shit. Sparked him to 21. Yeah, right.
Hey, teams with a new quarterback generally have the week this new quarterback starts have a boost in offensive production. Historically.
Are you saying that? Okay, historically.
Yep.
Okay.
He's
It's
the
gonna be-
historian now.
Norris, trust me, bro.
So
It's going to be 35-10 in
Ooh.
favor of the Vikings.
I'm saying 23-17,
Lot of points.
I believe.
You know,
Vikings spent the whole week over there. They're actually acclimated to that time change where the Browns aren't going to be.
Well, where's the game at?
London or some shit like that.
across the pond.
It might be a different time change from Ireland. And did they stay over there all week, or did
They
come
stayed
back?
over there all week.
Yep, it's in London, England at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
That's probably like 45 minutes from where they were.
True.
Probably 4 countries away, though.
Kickoff is going to be at 6:30 a.m.
I got game time 9.
Yeah, here is when it'll air.
Yeah.
Is that
Easy.
9:30.
like California time?
Yeah.
For the
That's got to
time,
be
yep.
California.
Eastern time is 9:30, and then it'll be 2:30 p.m. UK time.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's usually you get one of two things. Like Ben said, you can get quarterbacks who come in fresh, they don't know them, and they do really well. But on the flip side, you can get those quarterbacks who come in fresh and they just throw picks and they fumble and they just don't know what the hell they're going to do, which I got a feeling Dylan Gabriel is going to probably do. He's going to be kind of lost. I got a feeling.
Do we get to see Shadur?
I don't know.
Shador's going to come in the fourth quarter.
I do think
That is
Shadur's
one
a
name I
better
never
option.
want to hear again, ever.
Shadur's still QB3.
Shadur.
Working the
still-
draft, that was awful. Like that entire draft this year was seriously
Shadur.
no.
He's still rated rostered QB3.
Yeah,
I don't
Man.
care.
They ain't gonna play him.
He'll be out of the league next year.
I think they should have kept keep Joe Flacco under center personally.
I agree.
Yeah, let him learn.
I didn't think he was awful last week until, like I said, that kickoff return blew the game open, changed the whole aspect and gameplay of that game. And Detroit they could hand the ball off or run wild for some reason.
Honestly, I could care less about Shitter. I feel bad for his brother.
Sounded like you said shitter.
About that.
Yeah.
Next.
So next, I think we got Eagles Broncos.
Yes, sir.
Looking at the text, I think I forgot to sign anybody to the Eagles. So
Eagles first loss this week.
Yep, 100%. First loss.
first loss.
First
I
First
don't
loss.
think so.
loss. 20-17 in a gritty upset with their number one defense swarming Hurts for 4 sacks, 2 turnovers. Nixon Dobbins expect 120 plus yards.
It's gonna happen.
They're going to grind out the run or grind out the clock against Philly's shaky run stop.
Philly's going to figure out
100%.
the pass. They're going to start throwing it to A.J. Brown with actual decent targets.
Not
And
mile high.
they're going to
Patrick
speed
Surtain
roll
on
the
him all
Broncos.
day.
What?
He's going to have Surtain on him all day.
He might, maybe they might put him on somebody else though too, because he hasn't done shit. But they're gonna figure it out. They're gonna roll him. I got
Nope.
32-14 in favor of the Eagles.
Boy, you underestimate that Bronco team. I think it's pretty good.
He
Like the
does.
Broncos as much as you like the Chargers. I think they're
I'm not hating on the Broncos. They still got to figure their shit out.
in the process of figuring out.
Yeah, they're in the process of it, but they're also playing the best team in the league right now.
And they're going
So,
to
I
be
mean, that's not a good team to be figuring with. You got to be figured.
I think the Eagles are going to take it over the Broncos 23-17.
Boom.
How many points have the Eagles won by each game?
Usually 1 point or one.
Yeah,
score.
1 to 3 points, right? Doesn't take much. It takes one play to change that game. It takes one play. That's all it takes.
One
It takes
push,
one
team
mistake,
push.
one play.
I look at it, I think Eagles aren't familiar with the Broncos, AFC team. They're young too.
So Broncos ain't familiar with the Eagles.
Exactly.
Saying that.
But they're young. They don't know what they're doing. They're going to come out giving the Eagles the best shot. That's defending Super Bowl champs. We're young. We're going to come punch you in the mouth. And the Eagles haven't been as great on defense as they have been. They've given up points. They've given up stuff. And the Broncos have a damn good defense. So you give up those points, that's not the defense that's easy to make a comeback against. When you got the best corner in the NFL on the outside and a very good pass rush with good linebacker, I think that defense is pretty solid.
Top 5
Yes.
defense. Top 5 defense for sure.
Yes, sir.
You're going to get the best shot from the Broncos. It's kind of like a mark. It's a mark for the Broncos of, hey, we're young, but we just knocked out the freaking defending Super Bowl champions. We're here. We're for real. I see them on the up, and like
If it was that easy, other teams would do it. If it was just, we're playing the defending Super Bowl, we want to prove. Yeah, other teams are going to want to prove too.
But
Other
the
teams
Eagles
do it
have
if
played
it
a lot
was
of close games.
as easy as wanting
Giving
it.
them tough games. They almost lost to the Rams. They pulled it out. Tough. I agree.
Yeah.
Still think that's the best team in the NFL.
And it was a
But
tough
they're gonna
team
lose
against
to
the
the
Bucks. It was
team.
a tough game against the Chargers because teams come out and they're the defending Super Bowl champs. Every team is going to want to prove that they're real by beating the champs.
Isn't that the point?
Every team's going to come out with that attitude.
What are you getting at? That's what they do.
So I don't get what the argument is. Like the Broncos are going to win because they're going to come out and want to beat them.
No,
Yeah,
you
gonna
totally missed the point of me saying that defense has given up a lot of points. It's given up yardages, and the Broncos are going to score. And their defense is top 5, and the Eagles aren't going to be able to overcome that like they have against other weaker defenses.
And the Eagles' offense has also struggled.
This
but
Eagles
they're
team reminds me
they've been
of
eating those W's.
the Chiefs team last year. Just barely squeaking by with wins. Just
Yep.
barely getting by.
And they're good, and they'll be there at the end of the season as one of the top teams. I don't know if they'll be in the Super Bowl, but they're going to lose a couple along the way, and this is going to be one of them.
Yep.
I don't see it being this week. I think their first loss. I don't know their schedule coming up here, but I think it's going to be a complete shock of a loss. I think it's going to be to a crappy team that they overestimate, and then they get punched in the mouth.
That's going to be the Broncos.
So we'll get into just touching on some other games real quick. If there's any other good matchups we want to even talk about, this week's kind of crappy.
Yeah, with your
Just
take.
looking at the list, Raiders versus Colts. I can actually picture the Raiders coming out on top on that one and kind of upsetting the Colts. That's just more so a gut feeling.
No, I don't.
That's
agree
more.
with that.
I don't have any reasoning with it. Just that's kind of like my call. Upset of the week right there is Raiders beat the Colts.
Upset of the week would be like Broncos beating the Eagles,
Yes, sir.
not the Colts losing.
Well, yeah, that would be my upset of the week if I thought that they were going to win.
It's what's going to happen.
Nah, you're speculating again.
Even Max is side-eyeing you.
Becky, you agreed with me that the Eagles were going to win. You almost had the
Eagles
same.
are going to win. I do believe. I think it's going to be a very close game, but I think that the Eagles will do it.
Yeah, let me tell Max to side eye me.
He always sides there. He's judgmental. Okay, he's a good boy. He gets it from his mother.
How many points do y'all think the Lions are going to put up this week versus the Bengals?
50.
Bro, that's not going to be a pretty fucking game.
No.
Not at all.
45.
That's going to be brutal.
45 points. Or 40.
I feel bad for Jamar Chase. What?
Does the NFL have a mercy rule?
No, but they should.
I was going to say we might see it.
They definitely should. I feel bad for Jamar Chase.
Ooh,
That's for sure.
Here's a matchup that another potential upset, I think. I guarantee y'all ain't going to agree. But the Chiefs versus Jags, I think that's going to be a defensive battle, and the Jags are going to come out on top.
I can see it.
Where's it at?
The Jags have been
It's
playing
in Jacksonville.
I'm not sold on Jacksonville yet, but I'm also not sold on the Chiefs right now. Chiefs haven't been playing bad ball, but I don't think they're going to have any running game. Chiefs or the Jags have been playing okay against the pass, and I think it's going to be a low-scoring game that the Jags are going to come out on top.
I don't know if Kelsey doesn't give me any more fantasy football points. I'm going to cut him. Like I'm getting so frustrated with that man. Like he is positioning himself to be a husband, and that's it.
I don't know. I think the Chiefs got smacked in the mouth a couple of times already. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think they're going to walk in there underestimating Jacksonville and get smacked in the mouth. They're going to be ready to play.
That game's going to be a close game. I got a feeling that game's going to be like a 3-point game.
And their offense is going to be worthy.
That's why I didn't call it. Like, it is my upset, but I'm saying that I could see it happening.
It could be I like Jacksonville enough on offense with what they got to be able to score. Defense is decent, but I still think the Chiefs will win that one.
He's a YouTube dog.
I could see it. It's going to be a close one. I think my upset of the week would have to be Tennessee at Arizona.
He's adorable.
Is that
they got to
even
win one event. Yeah.
It's an upset when a shitty team beats another shitty team?
I don't know. Arizona's like, what, 3-1?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still not very good.
Bro, what?
Packers are
think,
2-1.
Arizona.
I don't trust Kyler Murray at all.
Since Connor got hurt, if you watched that game last week, they got to figure out their new offensive identity because before it was they'd just hammer the ball with Connor and kind of run off that and let Murray kind of throw off the run, off a play action with that. But last week they struggled. They didn't use Benson the way that you thought they would have or how they should have.
And Benson's on IR for the next 4 weeks.
Trey Benson?
Yep.
Did he get hurt? I didn't even see that.
Yep, it was announced today he's on IR for the next 4 weeks.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
But then you've seen like Marvin Harrison dropping balls too. Dropping wide open catches. And
I know I put him on my bench last week and he put up fucking 30 points fantasy.
Yeah,
like
they're
18.
still talking about how he had a bad week.
I didn't say he had a bad week.
It's because he had a touchdown.
No, I'm not saying you said he had a bad week. I'm saying, like, sports analysts starts talking about he, dropping balls, stuff like that.
Yeah. He definitely doesn't have the hands like his daddy did.
I was really optimistic for him coming into this year and not feeling it no more.
No.
He doesn't have that like Steve Smith killer mentality at receiver to go get it. You're a big dude. You're 6'4", 6'5", 220 pounds.
Yeah, you got to do it.
Get the ball. Be physical.
Do it,
Run
lady.
people over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You play like a 5'8" slot receiver who's not that quick.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work. You gotta play like you are. You're a big ass dude who should be physical and you're fast. Go play like that. You'll be good.
I'll tell you this right now. Titans really have to develop that run game. They can't be out here we're in week 4. Bro, Cam Ward's thrown it 125 times, only completed it 64 out of that. Like,
You knew
That
that.
ain't good.
They don't have much
Yeah.
for offense. But speaking of you calling that upset, is that one of your guaranteed locks of the week?
Broncos?
I'm gonna slap
Gomez.
the shit out of you, Ben.
What?
You
That's
keep
that's
you
what it
don't
is.
say-
That's you said you wanted to do betting stuff, and you said you wanted to do your
we don't
guaranteed locks of the week. I had to talk
we
you
don't-
out of offering people refund their money if they lost.
boy, I'm gonna beat you. We don't say that word.
Anyways, who's the next
Oh.
game?
We're gonna be moving on from that. We gotta start tying things up here. So moving from that, speaking of Gomez guaranteed locks of the week, what you got for us gambling?
Bro, you destroyed it last week because you had to say that. I didn't hit anything. This week I got the
You almost hit
Rams.
that one parlay you sent us.
Yeah, that one. But I didn't tell you about it until afterwards. I got the Rams at 3.5. Then I got the Jets money line against the Cowboys. The Saints and the Giants going over under 41.5. And the Vikings winning by 3.5. That's where I'm putting my money this week. And then obviously I'm going to take the Broncos, but that's just personal preference.
All right,
It's
folks,
funny
lock
that
it in.
we're going to 3.5 on the Vikings, which
Lock
that
it in.
will pay off. But I would have did a 5.5 to be honest.
Hey,
Just saying.
I'm
Or
giving-
or you could have just parlayed it and made an upset on it and did a back bet.
No, I'm giving the Browns the benefit of the doubt because they do have a mean defense. So
Spanish 21.
Maybe
That's
the
so
Vikings scoring 3.5 points, but
What else
Boy.
you got now besides COVID?
boy, I'll tell you what he has. It's not YouTube appropriate, so I'll keep my mouth shut.
Low IQ.
Jesus, come on.
Tylenol did it.
All right, Bardo, what do you got for fantasy for us this week? Who's your sleepers, or any busts that people you would avoid?
Well, do you guys think there's any outstanding players you think that are going to shine through this week, or any busts?
I mean, not really a surprise pick, but I like Jameson Williams. If you got him on your bench, think about throw him in your flex. They're playing against the Bengals, so I think everybody on that offense is going to have inflated numbers.
Jackson Dart.
Got him on one then.
Yeah, Dart wouldn't be a bad one. I hear
think
Doc over there. The Saints have given up a lot of points, so I mean,
Looking at Tim Patrick.
anybody on the Giants actually wouldn't be a bad.
That game's going to be a dangerous game.
It looks like Marvin Mims Jr. For the Broncos is another slated one that could possibly be a good pick.
I looked
He's
down.
already-
He had a decent week last week, but other than that, he's had one or two targets each week. I think even last week he caught. I think he had an okay amount of yards, but I think he still only had like 3 receptions or something like that. And I could be mixing up with somebody else, but I want to say he only had like three receptions, maybe 4, and like 5 targets or something. They're not looking his way that much.
Yeah. Huge sleeper. Woody Marks, Texans running back.
What?
What was that?
Woody Marks, Texans running back.
Yep. Start him.
Yep. And then moving on, Trayvon Henderson too. I think he hasn't really had like a for sure breakout game. I think this might be it against the Bills. Weak linebacking core, they're injured. And then I got again Tennessee Titans wide receiver Alik Manor, or however you say his name. And then
I'm waiting for him
Jalen
to-
Colbert and Khalil Shakir from the Bills.
Shakir's been putting up
Yep.
good numbers anyways.
Yeah,
Fantasy
last
wise.
week he played well.
I got one that you didn't label.
I like that Titans wide receiver too. I got him in my one league. I think
Yeah.
Gomez just dropped him in another, but
No.
somebody just dropped him. One of y'all.
Not me.
I think DeMarcado, that running back for Arizona.
Yeah,
I think those
yeah,
running
the
backs are
yeah.
good ones to have. So whoever's kind of the top dog there,
Didn't he-
will roll with them.
Yeah, didn't DeMarcado start last year? Was it, and or a year before, and had like 3 or 4 really, really big games?
I know he had 1 or 2 for sure that were good, but Connor's been the bull there. But they've had other running backs behind him who've had a little bit of year when Connor get banged up and like, hey, he looks good. But they're a running football team. They eradicate through the run. Everything goes through that. So, him or even Michael Carter, their backup behind.
I got Michael Carter down.
Would be another solid start.
Well,
If you need one for a bye week or something.
I got
picked up Washington from Miami, so
Darius Slayton. He's going to see some passes his way, especially with Malik Neighbors being down.
Yeah, I think I either picked him up or was thinking about picking him up in one of my leagues.
Yeah, he's going to get some touches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sold on him as a talent, but so I think even if he gets a lot of targets, I don't think he's going to put up great numbers, but he's a solid person if you need somebody due to injuries or buys. It's a flex.
Yeah.
Solid option there. So all right. MLB playoffs. You guys, sorry, I'm still scatterbrained.
Padres forced another one. Playing tomorrow.
Padres won tonight, so they're 1-1 with Cubbies.
Yankees won tonight. They're 1-1
Yep.
with the Red Sox, and it looks like the Dodgers are currently losing.
Dodgers won last night. I hope they lose to the Reds. I like the Reds. I'd like to see them and the Brewers play at some point in the playoffs. That would be cool.
Oh,
I'm tired of everybody else.
I do got to say, as much as I hate the Cubbies, I think they're going to pull this one out. I think tomorrow they're definitely going to win.
Padres look pretty good today.
Who's starting on the mound for the Padres?
Yu Darvish.
Darvish
is at Wrigley though. At Wrigley, but
Darvish
I still think
5.38 ERA. He's given up 2 home runs this year.
If Darvish runs into trouble, they will go to that bullpen early and immediately, which you don't want to get into that bullpen. That bullpen is nasty. I mean, freaking Mason Miller clocked 105 tonight out of the bullpen. 105 miles an hour, broke a playoff record.
Damn.
Fastest pitch in the playoffs ever recorded. That's what you see out of that bullpen. 100 plus. Yeah. Everybody.
But
if
Darvish jumps into trouble early, chances are they're going to have a lead and they're not going to need to put up runs.
No, I mean, it'll be like he gets bases loaded, 2 guys on, he gives up 1 run. That's your limit. You give up 1 run, he's out of the game. It's short. If losing, you go home. It's a short leash. You got a full bullpen of loaded with talent. And then you win, you don't have to play till Saturday. It'll be a short leash for Darvish. And Darvish is one of those pitchers, if he's on, he could shut you down for a whole game.
He pitched 5 innings today, allowing 2 runs on 6 hits while striking out 4 batters.
Darvish did today?
Today.
Okay, so he doesn't pitch today. Then they got
well,
they might have Michael King going today. He's a tough pitcher too.
When I looked it up, it said that Darvish was projected to start. I wasn't able to watch any of the game today, but Cubs' big thing is they gotta try to play some small ball versus living and dying by the home run. You saw that.
Darvish is scheduled to start tomorrow.
Okay, so he didn't.
And then the Cubs, he pitched today, but he will pitch tomorrow. And the Cubs have yet to announce who's starting for Game 3 tomorrow.
No, he didn't start today.
Today is October 1st.
Well, if he started today, he won't start tomorrow.
Right.
In his most recent outing on October 1st, Darvish pitched 5 innings against the Chicago Cubs, allowing 2 runs on 6 hits while striking out 4 batters. Today is October 1st.
But he won't pitch tomorrow. Then.
They announced it. Yu Darvish scheduled to start for the Padres in the pivotal game. He has a 5-5 record.
That report must be wrong because there's no way. It's 0% chance.
Told you that
if he started today, unless he only pitched like 1 inning, but there's no way.
Said he pitched 5.
Yeah, there's 0% chance he starts tomorrow if he started today and pitched 5. 0%.
Well, it just doesn't make sense, but everything does say Darvish tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I was going off of. So unless they're planning on starting him tomorrow, and then
Well, it just,
whoever was slated
just doesn't
tonight
make sense.
wasn't feeling good or something, so they bumped him up. Maybe.
I mean, you've seen it before. They bring a guy in for an inning or two, and then,
That's
they go right
if
into the
they do
bullpen.
start him. It'll be just a inning or two to start the game, and then you're into the bullpen.
Yeah, could be, but yeah,
That's the plan for San Diego, is getting to that bullpen early, because you can bring one guy in after the other who throws crazy hard. You can't get a beat on him because you're seeing multiple different arms. That's going to make them tough. It's either going to go one way or the other. You're going to shut them down, or so one of those guys is going to get rocked. But they've been really good throughout.
who do we got in the other games? We got Red Sox winning or Yankees? Gomez, I know
you're going
you.
to take that. Come on, pal.
Unfortunately, I think he's right.
Probably. I hate the Yankees, but only team I might hate just as much, if not more, than the Cubs. But
That's brutal. That's unfair.
I hate the Yanks.
That's biased.
me too.
I
I still got them winning, unfortunately, but I got to
Gotta give
pick
props
for the dang
to
Cubs
Washington.
and the Yankees to win. Oh, I don't even recognize myself right now.
Hey, pal, you're lucky we're on YouTube. Otherwise, I'd say a few things to you.
That's all right. Reds and Dodgers. I mean, we'll see how the game goes tonight, but
Right now, 2-1 Reds.
okay.
If the Reds can pull one out tonight, anything goes.
I
That's the
agree.
kind of team. That's the kind of team you almost scared of in a game 3, because they shouldn't be there in the first place. What the hell do they got to lose?
Exactly.
They'll bring out like Burns or something, who's a nasty pitcher. It's all it takes. You get into a game 7 or something. All you need is one guy on the mound who can shut a team down, and you can win. You see how many times when we play baseball, if somebody just has a damn good game on the mound and you're in it, you can win. Even if you're playing a really good hitting team, team that you shouldn't be in the game with, like Dodgers and the Reds. Nobody in the world would have picked picked the Reds and the Brewers in the playoffs this year.
No.
Both those teams,
Right. Yeah. The Brewers are projected under 500, I believe.
Yep.
But it's like every year. Everybody well, they didn't do anything in the offseason, so they're going to finish less than 500. It's like we went to game 7 in the conference finals or whatever there. NLDS.
There you go.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, we went to game 7 last year. We didn't have to do much.
Yeah. We did the one thing we needed to do: get rid of Devin Williams.
Yeah, he's doing great this year, eh?
I've never seen my dad so mad at a Brewers pitchers before.
I watched that game last year against the Mets, and I'm sitting there watching. I could see Pete Alonso locked in, looking for that changeup, and Devin Williams just couldn't hit. And I finally threw him a changeup right down the middle. He just saw Pete Alonso.
Didn't you watch that with me, or we were on the phone or something during that?
Probably.
You called that pitch. I think you even said he's gonna fucking throw a goddamn changeup. He's gonna cock shot it.
Hernandez just got a double, drove one in, tied up 2-2.
Great.
But
No, I think the Brewers' tougher matchup's going to be if they get the Padres. If they got to go play the Padres, it's going to be tough. But either one's going to be tough, because Wrigley's a tough place to play, and you got a lot of fans from Chicago coming to Milwaukee when you play. It's going to be tough. But that bullpen from San Diego scares me, because Brewers aren't typically the team that scores a shitload, hits a bunch of home runs right away or something like that. They'll come back. They're a scrappy team. They'll scrap it out. You face a really tough bullpen.
Brewers' big thing is they just gotta keep playing the small ball and win the series. They don't have to win every game. Don't go for the sweep. Just go for the overall series win.
That's the goal. But the big thing is, put a team like the Brewers, man. You just you limit the strikeouts at the plate. If you're not striking out and at least putting the ball in play, that's giving you a good chance. That's where you get against the Padres with swing and miss shit.
Ben
So,
really likes that
would you-
small ball phrase.
Here's a question for you, Clay. 'Cause obviously, if the Reds end up beating the Dodgers, we'd face the Reds versus.
No, we face Cubs or Padres regardless.
Yep.
Correct.
Do we?
Yes.
Yep.
I thought we'd face the lowest seed.
No, not how the bracket works.
Oh,
Yep, the winner between Chicago and the Padres face Brewers. And then the winner between Dodgers and the Mets will play Philadelphia
Reds.
or Reds. And then we have New York and Boston. Whoever wins that plays Toronto. And then Cleveland, Detroit, whoever wins that plays Seattle.
They screwed up these brackets though, because if they'd have been able to do it right, you'd have had the potential of Cleveland and Detroit playing in a championship. You leave like Milwaukee and Chicago to play in a championship.
that'd be cool as hell.
That would be cool.
That would have been cool.
Reds are pulling their pitcher.
Now
Isn't
you're
that bad?
Now.
Now you'll get Detroit or Cleveland at Seattle. Only Seattle fans want to watch that, or Cleveland fans.
Yeah.
I do think Cleveland's going to make a run, though. I think they're going to be in the World Series. That's just what I got.
They
I
got
think
my
they're gonna
boy.
make a run.
They got my boy Jose Ramirez. He's a dog, man. That dude is a dog. They could. I like that team. But, Detroit struggled. And they struggled mightily going into the playoffs. But don't write them off. They're a really good team. And when you get into playoffs, what happened in the regular season kind of goes out the window.
Right.
It comes down to just a couple of games. We're here, you're here. You got to beat us. Fuck what you did in the regular season. That's how the Reds are playing right now. That's why they're beating the Dodgers. So they're not scared. What do they got to lose? That's all the Brewers need to play. What do you got to lose?
The Dodgers are playing. Like they got everything to
playing
lose. I mean, because if they lose, I mean that's going to be a complete
lose to the
failure for that
Reds.
organization. Versus,
You think about it, that team loses to the 83 and 79 Reds in the first round. What happens?
yeah, they can't fire Sale. Everybody signed a $500 million contracts.
Someone would be getting fired.
Somebody's getting fired. I don't know who, but somebody.
Yeah, like that's
It's like the fucking water.
a complete failure. Versus, I mean, the Reds, they made the playoffs. I mean, that's way exceeding expectations. Their fan base is already happy. Hell, they might get an extension just for making the playoffs.
If you have time, go watch Brent Suter for the Reds partying and excitement just after they got announced that they won and were in the playoffs. Go watch him.
All right.
He is fantastic to watch. He's entertaining.
Old Brewers pitcher.
Brewers still had him. He's one of my favorites. But
All right. Yeah, I'll have to go check that out.
yep.
But all right, do you guys have anything else you guys want to talk about or bring up before we call her a night?
Rogers still sucks.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see.
He gets stuck a golf ball through a garden
We got a
hose.
bye week this week.
What do you think? Ben and him are friends.
Sailing, no sailing.
Yeah,
Go.
they have tug of wars with golf balls.
Jesus.
Is that why you like golfing now, Ben?
All right.
Yeah.
On that
that's-
note, I think it's getting too late for you guys. You guys are getting overtired, and
I think you're about to pass out. You look there. You little cheeky.
yeah, I feel like crap right now.
You look like
My
crap.
cold medicine is wearing off. I'm like space brain and half falling asleep.
And you were stuttering.
That's how the new COVID is presenting. Is the first sign is the razor blades in the throat.
Oh shit, she was serious when she said you got COVID.
I'm
Thanks a lot,
1000% serious. Look up
Oh,
COVID.
it very well could- I've been outside this last week.
Seriously,
and there wasn't pretty
It
allergies
is
as well.
highly contagious and passable right now. We're getting ate up with it in Marinette and Green Bay.
Yeah.
China.
Yeah.
China virus.
China.
China. On another note,
Why?
I
Yeah,
got Phillies
careful.
over Yankees 4-3 in the World Series.
Yankees over who?
Goes to games
Phillies
over
goes to
Yankees.
Game 7.
Brewers.
Phillies.
Brewers
No.
who?
That'd be so cool.
Brewers Tigers.
Oh yeah, that'd be the coolest.
Brewers, Tigers, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Brewers, Tigers, Tyreek Screwball, Peralta on the mound, game 1 in Milwaukee.
That'd be a badass World Series.
October 24th, first game of the World Series.
I wouldn't be mad about a Cleveland Milwaukee one with Bob.
Me either.
That would be amazing too.
Dude, the UP would go crazy. Milwaukee and Detroit.
Oh my God.
That'd be awesome. I love the vibes up here.
Hey, no eating on the show.
Been eating
That's
this
what I
entire
I had a
time.
piece of pizza last week. It's allowed.
Well, never mind. We're on YouTube. You were just showing your talents. How would you get bit in that mouth?
Usually eating glizzies.
All right,
Ben
folks,
don't
thanks
eat
for
them.
tuning
He
in.
just
Watch the Facebook post. We're not sure how next week's gonna go. I do work Wednesday, so we're still gonna try to have it on Wednesday. But watch my Facebook, watch the YouTube page for any updates on when the show will actually be. Thanks again for tuning in. Hopefully, we'll see you guys next week. Have a great night.
Deuces.
Peace.
Deuce.